Hey traders, I hope you're having a good Monday. I just wanted to redo the mindset piece from yesterday. For those of you that were live, you know we got hacked somehow. I don't even know where the guy came from, but I figured rather than trying to edit that out, I'd just do a quick recap here. So this is off the cuff, and I apologize in advance if it sounds a bit discombobulated, but what I really want you to pay attention to is how you speak to yourself. And what you need to know is that your mind operates on 3 different levels. You've got the conscious world, and the conscious world is everything we see, hear, feel, touch. It's what we perceive as being concrete. Then you've got your subconscious mind. This is where all of your power lies. This is where your connection to a higher power is. This is your imagination. Your imagination really is God within you. And then you've got what we call the super conscious. So the super conscious is the collective universe that you are a part of. Everything you say, do, is a part of that collective universe, and it does impact it. So when you say, I am a terrible trader, I suck at trading, I am never going to get this, whatever negative context you put into your verbalization that you speak out loud, that then becomes your reality. So it goes straight to your subconscious mind, and your subconscious mind cannot differentiate between right and wrong. It just accepts whatever you say as the truth, okay? So for traders that have been around me for any length of time and interacted with me when I used to trade live with people, I would constantly get on people that when I'd hear them say, oh, I suck, oh, you know, whatever criticism, don't ever say that to yourself. And if now, just now through this video, you're becoming aware of that dialogue, you really need to change that. And for me, I really struggled with trading in the beginning. I have a background in financial services, and I think because of that background, it was actually a detriment, because I thought I knew more than I did. And in the context of trading, everything you need to be a financial advisor does not apply to trading. And so out of the gate, I lost $100,000, and that's a painful amount of money to lose. I just thought I'd share that with you, because whatever you're going through, I've been there. You are not alone. I think in this trading journey, a lot of us feel like we're the only ones. Everyone else is getting it, making more money. And that's absolutely not the case. So I guess I'm saying that from an inspirational standpoint, that if I got past that, you can get past whatever you're going through. And realistically, if it takes you 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you don't give up, and that you look at it as a journey. And so most people, I've heard that for years, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. And for those of us along the way, it seems nonsensical. How can you say it's about the journey when you just keep feeling this pain of loss? But what the universe is trying to teach you are various lessons about yourself along the way. Okay, so one of them is this dialogue you have with yourself, and I guess increasing the power of your subconscious mind. So how do you do that? For me, in the beginning, I could feel I had some kind of internal block. I could sense it. I knew it was there. I didn't know how to deal with it, but I knew it was there. I kept thinking to myself, if I could only get out of my own way. I don't know if any of you can relate to that, but if I could only get out of my own way, I could master this trading thing. So I, at the time, was having a lot of trouble sleeping, worrying about trades, just worried in general, a lot of anxiety. I'm sure folks out there can relate. And you got to get your sleep under control if you're going to do anything, including trading. You got to be clear, sharp of mind, and so forth. And so I started listening to various meditations, and I'll include, a couple of the links in this below in this video. And one of them was a meditation on abundance by Seeley. And so the reason this is so powerful and it's a good first step is when you are falling asleep, you're in what they call, I believe it's a theta state, where your brain is open to new ideas. And so when you're feeding your brain with those positive messages going into that state right before you fall asleep, it goes right into your subconscious and then counteracts any of the damage you might have done. But understand this takes work. We're so focused on the outside, what we look like. We do our exercise and forget to do our inner size, as I like to call it. So please put a focus on that. It's critical for trading. Trading will tear you apart. It will expose all of these areas internally that you're weak and you still need work. And really, if you embrace this, and this is part of the journey part, you embrace the journey, you'll become a better person along the way. You really will. And a lot of it, like I said, is counteracting. We're all human. So do I have days where I still say negative things to myself? Yes, of course I do. This is not about being perfect. The only person perfect at this manifestation that I know of is Jesus, right? So I'm going to aspire to get better and better. And in the process of doing so, you start to realize, again, that you're interconnected. Everything you say and do goes out into the world and creates a vibrational energy. The universe can only meet you where you're at. So if you're in a place of anxiety, fear, depression, you're sending out low vibrational waves to the universe. The universe can only match back. In other words, give you more of exactly what you don't want. So your mindset and the way you operate and function in the world is incredibly powerful, okay? And you have a choice of who you want to be. It doesn't feel like it when you're in a place of depression and anxiety. And I've been there, okay? So I'm not at all saying it's easy. However, just like lifting 50 pounds, I mean, I don't lift quite that much, but whatever your goal is, you don't start off there, you start off small. For me, it started off with these meditations at night. I'm a yoga teacher, and yet I hated the meditation part, I guess, because I had to be quiet and silent with myself. And I guess on some level that scared me. Now I absolutely love it because I get to spend time with my creative energy, with my subconscious, with who I'm being in the world. And then the universe rewards me in the most unexpected ways. And on this trading journey, what I want to communicate, you don't have to know how you're going to get there. You have to trust your subconscious and your higher power that it will put together your path, and you have to not give up. But please do this internal work. I know it sounds hokey, but it is absolutely life-changing. So maybe it starts with some meditation. I know the other thing for me is I choose to not expose myself to negativity. So I'm not around friends that create a lot of drama. If I have a bad day trading, I'll evaluate what I did so I can learn from it, but I let it go. And what I replay in my mind are those successful trades. What did I do? What was it like to get me in that mindset? Okay. You look at any great athlete, and I suggest you watch Michael Jordan's thing on Netflix. He is an absolute master of the mind, and granted, he was incredibly talented as an athlete, but the whole series, to me, I apply to trading. I'm like, wow, his mindset, the way he looked at things, the way he pushed with that extra edge, when to push, when to pull back. how he operated his mind is really what caused him to excel. So think of yourself as an elite athlete. I mean, the number of people that are successful traders is like, they say it's 10%. I would venture it's less than that. And I say this not to make you feel depressed, but the reason it's so low is most people give up. The work is just too hard. They get too beaten down. I don't care what you have to do, just don't give up. You can do this, but you got to train your brain. Your brain is what's holding you back. You don't yet understand this inner-outer relationship, and you've got to master that first. I'm telling you. I mean, and you have chances to practice this daily. I shared this with some of the folks yesterday, but the other day I was going somewhere in the morning. I was driving 60 in a 40. I got pulled over, so I have a choice, right? I can be like, swear and get all upset and all these things. I mean, that's a nice hefty ticket, right? So the cop too, I mean, usually they at least say, hey, where are you going, what's going on, have a conversation. This guy just said, hand me your license. That was it. Hand my license. I have a clean record. I mean, I haven't gotten pulled over, knock on wood, in forever. He comes back, hands me the ticket, and leaves. No conversation, not like I'm a human being. And I just thought, okay, you know, I'm going to see this as a sign that the universe was telling me to slow down, that I was driving like a maniac, which is the truth. And I'd rather get a ticket than getting in an accident or having something worse happen. That's how I chose to look at it. And I just said, thank you, universe, for giving me that sign to slow down and not rush. And then I immediately got online, Googled ticket, and found for $75 I could hire an attorney to make it go away. And that's what I did. End of story. Okay. The old me, I may have just gotten really upset, taking it out on my kids. I know we've all done that with kids, where you're having a bad day trading, you turn around and yell at them. I have too. I'm not at all here to say I'm in any way better or that I'm perfect. No, but I've practiced this enough, and in the beginning it was incredibly difficult, that now instead of seeing the universe as a place that is against me, I'm choosing to see it as a place that's fully supportive of who I am and where I want to go and what my future goals are, and it's life-changing. And then the more I do that, the more my vibrational energy is higher, and the more good I get back, I guess, affirming who I am in the world and where I want to go. And I truly consciously think, and again, not always perfect at it, but how can I make the world a better place, even through small interactions? You know, the people, if it's someone cleaning the floor, people that get forgotten, how can you brighten their day? If I'm in Starbucks, can I pay it forward and pay for the person behind me's coffee? Whose day can I make? Because when you give in this world, you get back twice as much. And so often we are so focused on our own little way of being and our own struggles, we forget there's a whole world of people struggling. And it's so rare to find somebody who can be kind or nice. I know I appreciate that on days where someone just is randomly, you know, like it was my son's birthday last week. We went to the fidget store. I told the lady, oh, you know, I let my son take the day off school and it's his birthday, and she gave us 10% off the bill. So that totally made my day. It's things like that. So take the focus off yourself. That really helps with depression. And I've struggled with it off and on, but the less I focus on me and the more I focus on brightening someone else's day, I've found the happier I am. And believe me, you can make a difference in a small way. And then lastly, and I'll wrap up with this, is gratitude. You know, if you're in a place of anxiety and depression, it's hard to be grateful, but you have a lot to be grateful for. I mean, especially if you're in the US, we are so damn spoiled. I mean, even poor people who are struggling, you still have a cell phone, right? it's likely that you're still able to feed yourself every day. We go from our climate controlled houses to our climate controlled cars. So start making a list of things that you're grateful for. You'll find it makes a world of difference. I'm going to try to do short little mindset videos, because I really think if you can get on the right path here, it'll absolutely change your trading. So hopefully this helps. Have a great day, guys, and I'll talk to you soon.